Technology has changed a very important part of human life, dating. How has the dating landscape changed, and what technology is being used today? Today's guest, Emily Lyons, is a matchmaker and entrepreneur. She can give us the latest insights on the world of dating tech. Emily, welcome to Open Source.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So look, Em, I know you do so many things. You're a social media influencer, you're an entrepreneur. It's really incredible to just track, your career. But let's talk about matchmaking specifically. As
Mm.
a matchmaker, like how has technology changed the matchmaking landscape?
Well, the biggest one would be dating apps for sure. They've completely changed the matchmaking landscape. And I would say for the worst, for
Okay.
the bad. They've really given people the idea that there are endless options out there. And instead of focusing on really great connections, they think that what's better, what's next with this endless swiping. And yeah, we call it the swipe hype. Whereas a matchmaker is curating and vetting these people and providing you with really incredible options that when you're in this mentality, you're not really focusing on.
I understand. So this makes sense. So you're what, like a bit of so you're there when they're on Tinder, like, oh no, not him, that's a left. I was like, no, give him a chance. He's wearing a
Well,
Lacoste
because there's
shirt.
so
Okay.
many options, right?
Right,
They're
right.
just they're swipe, 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 swipe. That we have this idea that there's endless options out there
Mhm.
instead of looking at what's actually important and focusing on just finding a partner that we actually connect with.
Do you think that people are overwhelmed, like the daters that you talk to, by just dating in general with the tech and everything?
100% they're overwhelmed. It is set up backwards, dating apps, because they've been built in a way that they say that they're there to find you a partner, but if they are successful in that, then they lose a customer.
Hmm.
So they don't actually want you to find love because then they're losing a customer, right? And so we've got all of this backwards. And so people are frustrated. They're frustrated with endless options. They're frustrated with people having really poor dating skills and no accountability and all the other things that come along with dating apps.
Um, it's interesting. And look, I know that you've got a dating app. We're going to talk about in the next segment. Um, this is a technology show, and it's funny because they say that recent technology has made to be it's made to be disposable. Do you think that in a
Mhm.
way, dating apps are creating that sort of environment where they kind of want people to be disposable? So as you say, they keep having customers.
Absolutely. They want to keep people on their platforms for as long as possible. That's how they make money. Otherwise, they'd go out of business. So having people getting hooked where they gamify the platforms, right? Where they make a technology that has people addicted and wanting to keep coming back and wanting to keep swiping and logging in all the time, hours after hour, is absolutely what they've done.
And what is the impact on normal people? Right? To you're in this sort of. I remember I read an article where they said it's the age of abundance, right? Where people are overwhelmed with choice. Like what have these dating apps done to people's psychology, in your opinion?
Well, there's been countless studies that have been done that have shown the negative impacts on people's mental health. And it's bad. It's been really bad. And not only that, but the WHO last year, so the World Health Organization, announced loneliness epidemic. So people are lonelier than ever, and they've equated it actually. So the Surgeon General said that it is equivalent to smoking 15 cigarettes a day, that level of loneliness. So it's having a massive impact on the everyday person. And not only that, but in general, so they one of the really interesting studies that was done was just by SurveyMonkey. And they talked to people and they asked them, how do dating apps make you feel? Do you like them? And they found 59% of women and 55% of men had very negative opinions on dating apps and affected them very poorly.
Emily, obviously we're friends in real life, but also personally or professionally, so many things where I'm like, is she just like Googling all the time? Like, I don't understand how you know all these things, but so you run a lot of businesses, you're very accomplished, but I appreciate what you're doing. I can't wait to get into your app because I know that you've made some improvements on dating apps. So we're going to get into that. I've got Emily Lyons here on Open Source.